What's up, y'all? It's Omar, and for this video we're going to be looking at Galatians chapter 3 verse 10, where it says, "For all who rely on the works of the law are under a curse, because it is written, everyone who does not do everything written in the book of the law is cursed." Now, the reason I read this verse to y'all is because, I know there's a good amount of Christians, and there's a good amount of just overall people that believe, the Bible just means, or reading the Bible, that just means, I gotta try and be the best I can, or, do the best to fulfill the law, the best I can, in a sense. And they get that completely wrong when they do that, they miss, completely God's grace that He gives us. Because, I'll look right here, it says, those who are under the law, it says, are under a curse. Those who rely on the works of the law. So, if you rely on the works of the law, you're saying, my works that I'm going to put in are going to get me to heaven. If you're relying on that, you're under a curse. And what is a curse? Well, I think a basic definition would be something you can't get out of, and something you can never defeat or overcome. Because I'll use an example of, my basketball team's cursed, we can never, why can we never get to the championship? It's something always gets in the way of you fulfilling or getting done what you're trying and setting out to do. But it says everyone who does not do everything written in the book of the law is cursed. And it's saying, the verse it makes me think of is Romans 3:23, where it says, for all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. And that's Romans 3:23, like I said. And it shows a similar light, or it shows how, without Jesus, because the next verse, I'll go ahead and read it, actually. I'll go ahead and read it. It says, it's Romans 3:24, and it says, they are justified freely by His grace. And then grace, if you don't know, is God's undeserving gift. And then it says they are justified freely by His grace through the redemption that is in Christ Jesus. It's saying, for all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, before coming to Jesus, we're all under a curse. And that curse is we can never enter heaven because we've all fallen short. But then we are justified by His grace through Jesus, and it's through faith. And that's my message to you guys, is don't rely on your works to get you to heaven. Rely on the finished work of what Jesus Christ did on the cross.